their new location in downtown. And I'd like to introduce Mayor Pro Tem Margaret Haynes to say a few words.
Well, I am a poor sub for the mayor, so I bring his apologies for not being here. But on behalf of the entire city council, we are thrilled to have this guy downtown move across the street and do such a beautiful job. This is really a great example for downtown of taking a building like this and not only restoring it, but making it something where people want to come, people want to enjoy, and I think it's going to be a great entrance to downtown, especially when Ray gets this outdoor dining done. It's going to be just fabulous, and today we are so lucky. If you haven't been inside, I hope you'll go inside, but congratulations to Ray Worrell and his group for taking a property that needed some help. Ben can attest to that. And not only putting a restaurant in here, but making a beautiful, beautiful piece of property and restoring a historic property. I know George is thrilled about that. So, welcome. Congratulations to Ray. We're happy to have you here.
And now I'd like to introduce our district attorney, Ben Davis, to say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here first and foremost because this is the best pizza in town. As someone who hasn't bagged a lunch in the 15 years I've worked in that building right down there, I've probably given you more money than just about anybody else for lunches because it really is a great spot when it was right there, and it's going to be even better now. I frequently talk to the business community about their role in helping to prevent crime and to really come together to make this an environment where you'd want to bring your children, like I bring mine, into this restaurant. And let me just quickly remind you, for those of you with any sense of history, you already know what I'm going to say. We identified this building as a real hotspot for criminal activity about 3 years ago. I set up with the ALE agents to send letters out to some of the downtown bars that were magnets for some of the underage drinking we were seeing and some of the 911 calls we were getting. We met with several of them. Ray was at that meeting as one of the model bar owners, and it's not really a bar. I'm talking about ABC permitted places like Slice was across the street, in addition to some of the dance clubs and everything else. Those owners all came together and said, we're not going to tolerate what we're seeing. There were 3 clubs that night who didn't show up, who we were really concerned about. I wrote letters to all 3 of them. This was one of them. This was the Rhino at the time. Rocks and Rise were the other 2 that didn't show up. They're all closed now. Here's the point. Between the time I sent that letter and the time we had a first-degree murder where you're standing, we had over 200 calls for service to 911 to this very location. 200 calls into this building and right next door. Since we took that liquor license away the day after that murder, it has gone down dramatically, those calls, and the crime rate all through downtown has as well. Here's the point I'd like to make to all of you who are listening. We need to reclaim the public square. We do that when we invest in downtown. We do that when we have very responsible owners saying, I am planting the flag here. You know, Ray has shown that he can be in any part of this community, whether it's at the mall, like he just opened, or out near Monkey Junction, or out at Wrightsville Beach. People come for great food. But what attracted to you to this community is the same thing that attracted me. It's downtown and the beach. And so we always have to be intentional about supporting downtown establishments and making sure that it remains mixed use. I like a beer as much as the next guy, but we need to have dress shops, we need to have restaurants in addition to those bars. And so what we've done here by supporting Ray and reopening this incredible building is we've made downtown safer. And so I want to encourage you to bring your families down here, your friends, that even though you could go to a Slice somewhere else, it's important to come downtown every now and then, right before a show, and stay down here. Because when we all do that together, it's not just great food, it's a great atmosphere. And this place has both. So Ray, I know that we go beyond just being, acquainted through the business world. I regard you as a friend. I'm so happy for you and your family today. You and your brother have kept it in the family just like my brother and I try and work together. Sincerely, congratulations to you. I know that this is going to be alive long after all of us are gone, just like this building has outlived everybody else. And I want to say congratulations to you. And here's to many great more meals together at this location. Thank you, guys.
Ben. Great comments. And let me introduce Ray Royal, our host today.
Write my list. I'm not as eloquent a speaker as these two. Thank you very much for all your kind words. And thank you everybody for coming out today to celebrate the opening of the movement of Slice of Life. First of all, I want to thank my wife, who I love very much. And I know that Cynthia and you have sacrificed a lot to have this, day come true. So, I want to thank you. Everybody give her a round of applause. And then keeping with family, I want to thank my brother Stephen. Where is he? Right there.
He's probably somewhere working.
Yeah, probably. He has put his heart and soul into this building as well as I have to restore it. And I want to thank you very much, Stephen, because today wouldn't have happened without you. Last but not least, I want to thank my employees who have made this happen. If for not them, not just the present ones, but the ones that have worked for me in the past, they helped build this empire of Slice of Life. So I want to thank them. Give them a round of applause. The construction process. The first thing that happened for the first about 3 months was the demolition. And I want to thank Andrew Rojek. And then we moved on after the demolition and we took on Constructive Building Solutions. There's Chris Lumpkin, I think he's here today. I want to thank him for all the hard work that his company has done. If it wasn't for Stacy Ankrum at the bank, I know there she is right there. She helped fund the project. The project, without the bank's help, would not have gotten done. I want to thank the bank, and I want to especially thank you, Stacy, for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Lastly, I'd like to thank WDI for putting this on today. Thank you, Ed. And welcome to Wilmington, by the way. Welcome to downtown.
Thanks so much.
The other thing is I want to talk a little bit about the historic significance of this building. The building was built in 1841. It was originally a Masonic lodge. As you can tell from the plaque, it's been many different things. I guess someday I will be added to the bottom of that plaque. Hopefully, not for a long time.
You have to be there about 60 years.
3 years. Well, I will check with Cynthia and see if she wants to take on the responsibility. I don't know. But this building, we completely brought it back to life. Downstairs, if you've seen pictures, we took out the floor, we took out the ceiling, we brought it down to 4 walls, and basically completely rebuilt it. So I think that it's good for at least another 60 or 70 years.
Absolutely.
The other thing is that starting this fall, we'll start working on the corner lot over here. We're going to be putting a 4,800 square foot covered patio. Will be completed probably sometime next spring. And I know everybody downtown has been anxious about that. And I could have probably just went ahead and thrown some tables and umbrellas out there, but I'm going to do something pretty special out there. So we'll be doing another one of these hopefully next spring. I want to invite everybody in after we do the ribbon cutting to come in and enjoy some food. I've left the door open here also so that you can check out the 2nd and 3rd floor. The 2nd floor is an apartment as well as my office. The 3rd floor will be an apartment that we will rent out. We're hoping to encourage movie studio folks to rent it on a weekly or monthly basis, but it's still a little bit under construction, not so much construction, but painting and that kind of thing. So you'll see some painting apparatus up there and everything. I just want to say welcome, everybody. Thank you very much.
Well, we'll do an official ribbon cutting here. If someone can come down there, Ray, you certainly want to be in the middle. And while we're getting everything set up, I do want to recognize a couple of WDI board members. We have Michael Keeler over here with us from the Hilton Hotel, and Chris O'Keefe over here, and of course Martin Hayes is also. So it's all about collaborations and working together to make things happen. And we're very excited that Ray's and his entrepreneurial spirit here is coming downtown.
You do this all myself?
Yeah.
All right.
You sure you don't want to have Anastasia in?
Yeah. And your brother?
Come on.
Yeah, Steve.
Yes, please, please, please.
Let us. Come on. In the middle. It's a real scissors.
They really will cut, so we're just going to do a photograph first. So photograph, let's go away. Alright, now we're going to help you with the countdown. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.